Alright, so we're over in the lathe now, and I hope you can hear me over the wind and such, but I ain't going to turn the fans off, it's too hot for that. I'm just going to, you can see I've already got it peeled down to the diameter over here. I endoed it. I'm going to face the end and then cut the diameter, and we'll be ready to cut this up into pucks and make our base weights. Here we go. Now, since I don't really care too awful much about the diameter of this, as long as we're close, I'm just going to take this all in one cut because this stuff makes a better chip when it's a deep cut. It's 600 RPM, 5 thousandths of rev. All right, let's try this again. That first shot didn't work worth a damn. Pretty much the extent of the interesting work on the lathe. Now I'm going to face the end here, cut it up into a bunch of little pucks, and get them to size. So I'll probably bring you back, but I got them all done. Alright guys, I hope you can hear me here. I got the fan going, but I got to have some air, so we're just going to have to work around it. I'll try to talk as loud as I can without blowing my voice out, so we'll see how it goes. So you can see I got one finished here, one of the pucks. I've already done quite a lot of the work on these off camera because it just takes so much longer when I'm videotaping. There's a bunch of them to do. So anyway, cut them. I've got them to length and chamfer on the backside here. You can see. And now I'm taking them facing the. They're all faced depth or to length overall, but I got to make this step yet here and drill them through the center and tap them. So that's what I'm going to show you here just real quick. We'll switch over. Put another one in the chuck. A stack of parallels here that just helps me. This way I don't have to bump every one of them. I don't have to bump every one of them square. Just set them in there close enough for what I'm doing. I just tighten the chuck up just enough to get a hold of it. Give it a good whack. And finish tightening it up. Don't forget to take the parallels out. That'd get real exciting, wouldn't it? Okay, so now we got a flat face here. I've already set up my digital readout and everything. So we're just going to go ahead and make this cut. Got me a Kennametal top-notch tool. If you haven't ever seen one of these, they work like a champion. And I'm going to go, the step is 50 thousandths, so I'm just going to go ahead and feed in 50 thousandths in the, towards the headstock. I'll get it here close, and I'm just going to hand feed this. 600 RPM. Going for a finished diameter on the little step of 1 inch and 975 thou. There we go. Pull my tool off so it's out of the way. I'm just going to break the edge with a file, both of them. We're right up against the chuck there, so it's a little hairy. Now I'm going to move my carriage up out of the way, and we're going to go ahead and drill the center hole. Or rather, we're going to drill a hole through the center. This is a tap drill for a 1/4 20. I think that's a number 3. I'm going to switch out to a tap follower here so I can use the tailstock to start the tap straight. For a shot of liquid love in there. Go ahead and get our tap started nice and square. This steel is 1174. It's resulfurized free machining stuff. You can't weld on it, but man, it machines like a champ. Makes nice chips, mostly used in screw machines, I think. I happened to come across a couple 3 sticks of it. 2 5/8 diameter, you know, for not very much money, so I use it for stuff like this that doesn't really matter. These are just weights essentially, so it doesn't really matter what they're made out of as long as they're heavy. Now I'm going to back the tailstock out of the way, move the carriage up out of the way. I'll get in here by hand to finish this hole. Alright, we're through. This is almost big enough to power tap, but them tiny little reduced necks on these things make me nervous as hell. Power tap on because I don't have a lot of feel with the tailstock on this thing. It's not so bad on the quill of a Bridgeport. You got a little bit more feeling there, but here, I can just see that thing snapping right off. I have a healthy fear that keeps me from breaking tools. Okay, that's it. I got, I don't know, 6 or 7 more of these to do, so I'll bring you back when I do the next style.